Hi friends, it's Miss Jenifer at Somerset Academy of Music, and today I'm excited to show you how to play a chromatic scale. So before we get started with that, I just want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you find it helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Also, consider subscribing to my channel and feel free to leave me any comments or suggestions in the comment section below. All right, so first of all, let's talk about what a chromatic scale is. A chromatic scale is when we play every key on the piano, not skipping. We're moving from white to black, not skipping any keys. That's what we refer to as a chromatic scale. When we go from one key to the very next key, we call these half steps. Okay, so we're moving up and down in half steps. Now this is opposed to what we call a diatonic scale. Those are our major and minor scales in which we have patterns of whole steps and half steps. A chromatic scale is going to be composed completely of half steps. And it's got a specific fingering that we use, so I'm going to show you how to do that. So today, first I'm going to start off by showing you how to play a C chromatic scale. So I'm literally going from middle C here up to the treble C, okay? And like I said, we're going to play every key in between. Now the fingering's pretty easy for this. We're going to use our thumb to play the white keys, and our third finger is going to play all the black keys. Okay, now the only exception to that is when we get to the spot where we have two white keys in a row between E and F and B and C, we're going to use our second finger like this, here and here. Okay, so let me just simply take you through one octave C chromatic scale with the right hand. So I'm going to start with my thumb on C. My third finger is going to play the C sharp. My thumb is going to play the D, then D sharp with my third finger. My thumb goes on E, my 2 is on F, then 3 on F sharp, thumb on G, 3 on G sharp, thumb on A, 3 on A sharp, thumb on B, and then we end with 2 on C. Now, an interesting thing also that I should mention about the chromatic scale is when we go up the scale, ascending, we refer to all of the black keys as sharps. And when we come down in a chromatic scale, we refer to the black keys as flats. So let me take you through going down. So we're going to start again on the way down. We're going to start with our 2 on C, thumb on B, our third finger on B flat, our thumb on A, our third finger on A flat, thumb on G, third finger G flat. This is the real important part. It might feel like you want to put your thumb here on F, but because we're at the spot where we have the two white keys, we're going to put our 2 here on F. Our thumb goes on E. Our third finger goes on E flat. Our thumb on D. Our third finger on D flat. And then we end with thumb on C. Okay, so that's the one octave. I'm going to go up and down without talking so you can get a better look and a smoother look at what that is, like this. Back down. So that's how we play one octave with the right hand. Let's check out the left hand. The left hand uses the same rules. We're going to use our thumb to play the white keys. Our third finger is going to play all the black keys. Sharps on the way up, flats on the way down. And then when we get to the spot where we have two white keys, we're going to again utilize the second finger. Now, the only trouble with this is in the right hand, we used our second finger on the F. But in the left hand, we're going to put our thumb on F and our 2 is going to be on E. And that's probably where, when we're putting hands together, where people have the most trouble. So I'll show you how to fix that when we put it together. So I'm going to go through the left hand C chromatic scale, one octave. So thumb on C, 3 on C sharp, thumb on D, 3 on D sharp, 2 goes on E, thumb goes on F, 3 on F sharp, thumb on G, 3 on G sharp, thumb on A, 3 on A sharp, 2 on B, thumb on C. On the way back down, remember we're going to call them flats now. C with our thumb, 2 on B, 3 goes on B flat, thumb goes on A, 3 goes on A flat, thumb on G, 3 on G flat, thumb on F, 2 on E, 3 on E flat, thumb on D, 3 on D flat, flat, thumb on C. Now sometimes people will go ahead and use the fourth finger on the C, and that's fine too when you're coming down. So you just go thumb, 3, 4. That's totally acceptable too. And sometimes if you see it on sheet music or in a book, sometimes they'll have it that way. But whether you use so ending and beginning, you know, sometimes we have a little wiggle room with what finger to start on. But I think when you're first learning it, I would go ahead and just practice keeping the thumb there just so you get used to it. And then as you get more comfortable, you can make slight changes like that. All right, now let's look at how to put this together. Now, most of the scale is going to feel really easy. The part that gets hard, like I mentioned before, is when we get to the spot where we have 2 white keys. So here's the trick that I want you to think about when you're doing that. The second fingers are never going to play at the same time. So if I can see if I just rest my hand in a normal position here, see how my 2 lands on E, my thumb lands on F in my left hand, and my right hand, my thumb lands on E, my 2 lands on F. That's how we want to keep it when we play the scale. We don't want to end up with this. There's going to be spots where you're going to either want to play the thumbs at the same time here, and then you end up with the 2s at the same time. If that happens, go back and try to correct it. Just got to watch out for these 2 spots where you have the 2 white keys. Okay, so I'm going to take you through hands together. This is what it looks like. So we're going to start with both our thumbs on C, C sharp, D, D sharp. Right here, make sure your right hand thumb goes to E, but my left hand 2 is on E. My left hand thumb goes on F, my right hand 2 on F. F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp. 2 on B in your left, thumb on B in your right, and on C with your thumb and your 2. On the way back down, C, B, B flat, A flat, G, G flat. We're going to make sure we put our 2 on F and our right hand, thumb on F in the left hand, E with thumb and 2. Third finger goes on E flat, D, D flat, C. You can end with thumb or 4, whatever feels more comfortable. Okay, I'm going to go through that again without talking so you can just take a look at what that look and sounds like. Here we go. Again, the hardest part of that is really going to be making sure you get it worked out here on the 2 white keys. Other than that, it's a simple scale. And not only do we play these scales, but you might find that you have these little runs, little chromatic runs in songs too, might be another place that you see these pop up. Okay, now it's real simple. If we want to make this 2 octaves instead of 1, we're just going to continue on up as we go. We just want to make sure that you do end up with, again, with the 2 white keys, end up with the right fingers here so you can continue on. So I'll take you through a 2 octave scale, chromatic, C 2 octave chromatic scale. This is what it looks like. We're just gonna put our 3rd fingers here on C sharp and keep going. Back down, same thing. 2 in the right hand. 2 in the right hand, 2 in the right hand. That's it, 2 octaves. Now, you can do a chromatic scale starting on any pitch and you still use the same finger. So let's say, for example, you wanted to do F sharp chromatic scale. Same thing, you just start on F sharp with your 3s, but all the other fingering would be exactly the same, no matter what key you're in. So that's kind of the cool thing about the chromatic scales. Once you learn one, you can do it anywhere. So again, you can start that scale on any note. And like I said, and sometimes in songs, we won't even have a whole scale. We might just have a chromatic run. One particular song that I can think about that has a chromatic run in it would be Beethoven's For Elise. At one point in the song, you start on this E and you come down. And it's just with the right hand. So you will see this pop up in songs. It's kind of just a cool little thing to learn and another way to exercise your fingers in a fun and new way. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video real soon. Bye-bye.